Once upon a time, in a beautiful forest, there lived a proud peacock named Parvo. Parvo had the most magnificent feathers that were the envy of all the birds in the forest. He would often strut around, showing off his feathers to anyone who cared to admire them. One day, a plain and simple sparrow named Sparrow, who had been watching Parvo for some time, approached him and said, "Parvo, you have such beautiful feathers. But tell me, what use do they serve you?" Parvo, feeling rather insulted by the question, replied, "What use? My feathers are the most beautiful in the forest. They are the envy of all the birds. They make me stand out and command attention." Sparrow nodded his head thoughtfully and said, "I see. But, Parvo, have you ever considered that your feathers make it difficult for you to fly and find food? They attract too much attention, making you an easy target for predators." Parvo was taken aback by Sparrow's words. He had never thought about it that way before. He realized that his feathers were not as useful as he had thought. In fact, they were hindering his ability to survive in the forest. From that day on, Parvo began to shed his feathers one by one, until he was left with only plain and simple feathers. But with his newfound simplicity, Parvo was able to fly higher and faster, and he was no longer an easy target for predators. The other birds in the forest began to notice Parvo's transformation, and they too began to shed their showy feathers. They realized that simplicity was the key to survival in the forest. And sir, the moral of the story is that sometimes, the most beautiful things in life are the simplest. It's not about how much you have, but how well you can use what you have to survive and thrive. So embrace simplicity, and you'll find that life becomes a lot easier and more enjoyable.